Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and are you someone that would be deemed as flexible? And are you finding that you're really stiff and tight and sore all the time and you feel like you're needing to stretch all the time because that's what everyone else is doing? Well, you could actually be doing the wrong things and you may need to place your focus in other places. So I want to give you 3 tests that you can start to work with to see if you have the adequate range of flexibility that you need. So if you can comfortably sit yourself down and do a nice deep squat like Jenny can here, rock yourself from side to side and don't feel restricted by your hips in any which way, and you can even lift your chest up in the bottom and feel completely hunky-dory with that. That's a good squat test. If we hop ourselves up, can you touch your toes with nice straight legs? Can you even put your palms down on the floor? No restrictions there whatsoever, that's hunky-dory there. And then can you extend your arms up to the sky with keeping your ribs down and not need to flare the ribs up or do some kind of mad crazy lean back incline bench thing going on to actually get your arms above your head. If you have those 3 things, then your flexibility could actually be on point and you need to spend a bit more time on stability. Now if your squat was to look like this, if you were to try and get down, your hips are all tight and crazy and gnarly, you couldn't even get halfway down, then yeah, you need to spend more time on stretching and flexibility exercises to actually improve your ranges. But if all the ranges are there, then it's just about building strength and confidence within them. So 3 very basic things you want to think about first of all starting on is your single leg balance. Can you easily stand on one leg all day long, be able to make the other one dance around, make it dance Jenny, dance around and be able to still maintain your balance and not need to set the other foot down for at least a minute minimum? And do you find it easy to be able to do? Next one is just your general core strength. Can you hold yourself up? So if Jenny goes down into a side plank for me and then sees, can she maintain a good position and be able to lift her leg up on the top? Can she hold that position? Can she hold her own body weight? Because that's kind of an important thing before you start lifting weights. You want to be able to see, can you actually support your own weight? And then the last one for the shoulders would be a nice single arm test, go into a push-up position and just do the nice T rotation and go on the one arm. Do you feel strong in that position, or are you wobbling around like a mad thing? Because these are the things that you want to start working on, making yourself move slow and making yourself feel confident in these positions. Now this is just the start, so your single leg balance, your overall core strength and your shoulder stability as well. They're the things that you really want to focus on. Like I said, if you have those ranges, this is the route that you want to start taking. So you can actually start to skip out on a lot of stretching and like trying to improve flexibility. If you're working on the stability, you're going to feel a lot less tight for it, your recovery is going to be better and your training is going to go a lot better as well. And speaking of training, what we need is exercises that are actually exercises to make you stronger. Come on, Jenny! So how do we take stability exercises further? We need to include things like the rings in our training. The rings are going to give us a bit of wibbly wobbliness, which is going to help the shoulders to learn how to stabilize better, and it's going to make your elbows and everything feel a lot stronger as well. So it's a really good thing to start incorporate the rings into your training and developing ring dips, even long term, chasing the muscle up. What else have we got? We've got the Turkish get up. The Turkish get up is a phenomenal movement. You're going to be moving through loads of different ranges of motion. You're having to get up and down off the floor, which is a very good thing to be good at. You're going to be moving the hips, you're going to be moving the core, you're going to be moving the shoulders through lots of multiple directions as well. You're going to be developing your endurance as you're doing these. So the Turkish get up is a phenomenal exercise and it's one that you can progressively load over time. So start off really light with it to start with, and then over time just progressively build it up over time. Even if you just throw one set of each side in at the start of your training sessions, just keep building on that weight as often as you can and just keep challenging yourself a little bit more, and your shoulders and your core will feel absolutely awesome for it. What else we got here? We got the bottom up press. The bottom up press is going to make your rotator cuff stabilize so much better, okay? You cannot do this exercise wrong. The nice thing about it as well is it can be progressively loaded too, so you can actually start to get real strength gains out of these movements. With the kettlebell wobbling around and nearly punching you in the face, it makes you do it better, because if you don't do it right, it punches you in the face. So it's a phenomenal exercise for your core and your shoulders as well. What else we got? We got the overhead walking lunge. You're going to start to work on the hip strength as well. You're starting to work on your balance a lot more. You're maintaining, you're using the flexibility you already have and actually taking it through a challenging exercise, which is going to improve your strength and your overall coordination as well. It's definitely best to step back whenever you're doing these, because that is just a better position to be in, and it's a little bit more healthier for your knees than the stepping forward. I also really like the walking lunge as well. So if you have the space to do overhead walking lunges, it's a nice one to be able to do. You've got your single leg deadlifts. Work on those as often as you can, even do them just in body weight, but as well, these can be loaded up. You can start to use your kettlebell for your single leg deadlifts and and make sure that your balance is good on both sides. If you find one side's a lot harder than the other one with your single leg deadlift, spend a bit more time on that side. And the very, very last one we got here is the dumbbell split squat. The dumbbell split squat is going to make everything feel a lot better. You're going to be working on your hip extension, you're going to be working on your deep hip flexion, you're going to be working on your ankle flexibility as you do these. These are phenomenal for people that have a lot of range of motion in their hips and in their ankles as well. This hits everything that your normal squat can't really get into, so it's a great exercise as well. Because it's unilateral exercise, it is absolutely phenomenal. So basically what you want is anything that makes you wobble, Jenny. You just need to wobble.